with us as we get ready for a fun. A lot of the talk coming in focused on the backcourts, Richard. Both teams have outstanding guard play.
And that means we should see some creative offense. I love skill play at any position, but it's often the guards that will leave you speechless.
Here are the five for Philadelphia. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then there's George. And it's Barlow in at the power forward position. Now here's Ball. Pass to Diabate. Barlow grabs a miss. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Knicks.
There was just no sense of urgency to hit the offensive glass. They have to be disappointed in the lack of second chance points.
And when you're giving up offensive boards, it's a simple fix. You need to raise your effort level.
That one's good for two.
Yeah, he just finds a way. Ball determined to get that bucket.
Pass to Edgecombe. Embiid, high post. 38 points for him last game against New York.
And we'd be remiss not to mention his incredible rebounding, just a force on the backboards.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Always eager to find a bucket. Ball drops into his shot immediately.
And this is year two for Coach Charles Lee at the helm of the Hornets, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., a long-time assistant. He knocked on plenty of doors before finally securing the lead role. And that determination to break through, something he's looking to impart to his young roster.
And the 76ers making a change here. Grimes is checked in.
Number 5, Quentin Grimes.
First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Ball against Maxey. And Ball gets it to go. Ball's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, inside Ball has to rely on his agility. That's how he finds his way to close-range looks.
George sets a screen. Oh, nice shot by Grimes.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's Diabate. Embiid with the nice defensive effort. Knipple with a bucket.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, B.A. The Hornets are trying to create a winning environment. Coach Charles Lee said, quote, "We know this is a young team, so I want culture enhancers who help us build with their hard work and creativity. Having that energy coming into the building every day is the most important thing." Back to you, Brian.
Looking to set the standard. Allie, thank you. Here's Miller, following that last three-pointer by Philadelphia. Pass to Diabate. For three, Bridges hits a three-pointer.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Maxey. His last outing, we saw him score 22. And Embiid gets the double team. Shot clock at 5. It's Grimes on the wing. Fires from deep. Miller pulls it in. Charlotte leading by 5. Ball passes to Miller. The layup off target.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
So far, Grant, we've seen some encouraging intangibles from VJ Edgecombe.
Yeah, you know, he reminds me of Victor Oladipo or even a Dwayne Wade physically. Just an explosive athlete. And I love the way he uses that strength and quickness at the defensive end of the floor.
And timeout called by Charles Lee. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. right, let's take a look at the highest scoring teams over the past month in the NBA. Fifth best, the 76ers.
This team has really found a great offensive rhythm lately, running smart plays, sharing the ball, and racking up points.
"54 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to Green. The shot from 20 feet out. Rebound by Philadelphia. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia.
Last time these teams met, it came down to the wire. The bench play in that game was the difference.
Anytime you get starter-level production out of the second unit, you put yourself in a position to succeed.
The score now all even.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. They defeated Washington in their last game.
And in that game, they owned the glass. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
And you could tell it was demoralizing for their opponent, missing out on all those extra possessions.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. Looking to end the run. That shot off the mark. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Philadelphia on top. They lead by a bucket. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the 76ers.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
And also, I like how they've let it fly from the three-point line, shooting with confidence so far in this one.
So on the floor for Philadelphia to kick off the second quarter, they've got Joel Embiid. Edwards out there with Kelly Oubre. Then there's Quentin Grimes, and it's McCain in at the 1. Well, Richard, the Sixers with a lot of money tied up in Tyrese Maxey, Paul George, and Joel Embiid.
Ooh, that's not a lot of flexibility. They need those guys to be healthy and contributing. The talent is there, but it also has to be about the availability.
So it's Philadelphia now, after the basket by Charlotte. Oubre can't hit. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. Can't hit that one. Embiid with the nice defensive effort. Out to Oubre. Puts up a 3. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. And here's the fast break. And the basket by Bridges.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Changes for Charlotte. Miller's checked in for Green. And it's Ball in for James. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Maxey, he's checked in for McCain. Philadelphia has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Embiid, a screen on Sexton. Pass to Embiid. Uncovered. And he connects with a jumper. Embiid's got 4 points in the quarter. We're just about halfway through the season, RJ. Is it too early for struggling teams to hit the panic button?
Some teams need to make changes. That's no question. But now isn't the time for GMs to start making knee-jerk reactions.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Many have predicted an all-star future for Brandon Miller. He said, I don't really read anything like that. I just focus on what I can do today. It's all about the work. That's the only way to get better. I just came in with the mindset of making my team better and being a winning player. Back to you guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Now here's Ball. A 20-point game for him in the win against Washington.
I love that hoop from Colin Sexton. Don't settle, young man.
And Maxey's got the ball here for Philadelphia. Trailing by 2. Milwaukee will be traveling to face them after this game. And that kicks off a string of 3 home games for them. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Oubre. Here's Grimes. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Maxey against Sexton. Three-pointer, Bridges. Controls the rebound and the putback. And it's a 4-point Charlotte lead.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
And here's Maxey outside. Philadelphia with another miss. The Hornets have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. Well, the rise of Tyrese Maxey has been fun. What do you think makes him such an exciting player, RJ?
Oh, it's his speed and tenacity for sure. He might be the quickest guard in the league right now. And in addition, he's also become an absolute knockdown shooter.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Diabate's checked in for Charlotte. Knipple comes in for Sexton. Philadelphia also making some changes. Barlow's checked in for Joel Embiid. Paul George comes in for Edwards. And it's Edgecombe in for Grimes. Here's Barlow. No points so far. Outside Maxey. 5 to shoot. Late clock. The Sixers need to put one up here for 3. George. Ball with the rebound.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
76ers trail by 6. Back to Maxey. To win the cold spell. Gets the 3 to fall. Maxey's got 6.
Recognize the D is closing in. Maxey letting it go.
The Hornets have gone 6 of 11 here in the second quarter. The 3 from Ball. Ball sticks the 3.
And their offensive execution has really picked up here in the second period.
Bridges against George. Three-pointer. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Charlotte leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Great team defense on Paul George. They're limiting what PG is doing out there. And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Nick Nurse, and Coach, I saw you imploring your team to pick it up. Where do you need to be better in the second half?
Well, we're not very good offensively right now. I think we're taking some okay shots, but we got to be a little bit more patient and keep moving it around a little bit. Need multiple paint touches rather than just one. So we just got to do a little bit better job of getting off it and relocating a little bit. Patience is a virtue. Thank you, Coach.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
And get ready for the fan half-court shots from Ron. They're measuring up the shot. Give it up for our contestants.
Greetings, Shaq Kenny and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our mid-season Eastern Conference standings.
Looking at Philadelphia, this hasn't been the dominant season they were hoping for. They've let a number of winnable games slip away, but do not sleep on them. Oh, sorry about that. They have the talent to kick it into high gear and right down the stretch.
And now let's discuss this game. Talk about a strong start for the Charlotte Hornets.
Total team effort. Instead of 5 starters, it's like they've got...
Thanks as always for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at LaMelo Ball in this game. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
I like how they came into this one with the game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Charlotte leading by 6. Ball and Miller at the 1 and the 2. Miles Bridges is out there with Knipple, and it's Diabate in at the center position, locking down the middle. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Back to Miller. There's the screen, just 4 to shoot. The rebound by Embiid.
I'll be honest, I'm a little surprised he missed that.
And for the Sixers, the growth of Tyrese Maxey has been everything, Grant.
Oh my, his growth, both with his play, but also with his leadership, has meant a lot. And he has such a joyful energy that really helps pull this team together.
To the inside, here's Diabate, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
I like Miller's vision. I mean, he sees the court well and makes really good decisions with the ball.
Maxey passes to Embiid. Philadelphia moving it around. Pass to Edgecombe. All alone. Again, Philadelphia.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's Bridges. They set the pick. The 3 is up. Paul George pulls it in.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Screen by Embiid. George passes to Embiid. Look at Embiid with the skilled finish.
Something lit a fire under them at the half. They started this quarter going 3 for 3 from the floor.
Pass to Diabate. This one for 3. And Miller good for 3. Miller's got his first 3 points of the game.
Love the confidence from this young man. Miller is so quick off the catch.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call a timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And players these days with great ball handling, but occasionally getting away with a carry at times.
Oh, you know, B.A., the old discontinued dribble. I mean, this might be where tracking cameras can start to help because it's such a tough call for an official to assess in the moment.
It's all good. We have a dancer.
Checked in for Barlow. And checking out some numbers for Miles Bridges.
And for an idea of where his offense is right now, take a look at his true shooting percentage decreasing over the last 5 games. He desperately needs to find his stroke tonight.
So it's Philadelphia now. It's a 5-point game. Embiid finds Maxey. Puts the move on. And that one's good. 8 points for Tyrese Maxey.
Their execution after halftime has been excellent, making their first 4.
Well, Grant, if you had to say, is there anything you think is underrated about Embiid?
You know, B.A., I think it's his intelligence. Joel's a heady player. Sometimes big men don't get enough credit for their smarts on the court. Embiid knows the game.
The 3 from Edgecombe. And no good.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Right around 3 minutes into this second half.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Shot from 12. And misses it off the right side of the rim. 76ers trail by 6. Grimes, the pass to George. Off target with the 3. For Charlotte, they've gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Bridges. It's hauled in by the Sixers. George with it. Guarded now by Ball. And there's the foul. It's on Joel Embiid. That'll be a second foul of the game. And timeout called by Charles Lee. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
All right, everybody. Now come around to the floor. It's your scoring squad. Let me hear you make some noise.
Checked in for Miller. And Philadelphia making a change here. Here we have the teams that really hustled for those second chance looks the last 10 games. Number 1, the Hornets.
This squad's been attacking the offensive glass with a ton of energy lately, and it's paid off with a nice pile of second chance points.
Ball outside. Pass to Bridges from downtown. And it's Bona with a rebound.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
Edwards, the pass to Maxey. Off target from 3-point range.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Bridges, a screen on Maxey. Ball right side. Pulls up. Charlotte, no good that time either.
Really thought he had this one, and the defense, they were giving it to him.
And here's Maxey outside. Knocks it down from distance. Maxey's got 11 points.
So locked in from range, Maxey almost makes it look effortless.
Ball outside. Charlotte, no good that time either.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
Maxey against Sexton. Maxey, that's good. And now just a 1-point Hornet lead.
I'll tell you, when Maxey gets into his rhythm, he can go all night long.
Ball no good. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. It's the Hornets. They lead by 1. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the 4th quarter. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court for Philadelphia to start the 4th. They've got Quentin Grimes, Walker out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Jared McCain, and it's Oubre in at the small forward position. There's Ball with a 3. That doesn't go either for Ball. The 76ers shooting at a 48% clip from the floor. McCain with it. Pass to Embiid. 6 to shoot. Back to McCain to take the lead. Hornets with the rebound. At the conclusion of this one, they're off to Memphis where they'll face the Grizzlies. It'll be the front end of a 2-game road trip. And Ball gets it to go.
He's hit a pair of 3s each half, making a significant impact.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Checked in for Charlotte. Tyrese Maxey's checked in for Philadelphia. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse had to say to the team. He seems pretty disappointed with the 3-point shooting, telling his crew we have to start making more outside shots. I want to see more 3s out there. Let's get aggressive. Coach is hoping some big production can make a splash for them.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Embiid inside. Embiid, too easy.
A dominant night for Joel Embiid offensively. He's taking whatever he wants.
And here's Ball. Tries it from the top of the key. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now to take the lead. Sexton grabs the board. The Hornets with the lead. Miller, the pass to Sexton. Here's Ball. And Grimes pulls it down. Outside Maxey. Now Embiid. To tie it up. Rebounded by Miller. For Charlotte, they've gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Gets it to go.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Here's Maxey. And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. Looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Both teams deciding to change it up. Trailing by 4. Here's Embiid. Embiid drawing the double team. Outside George. 5 on the clock. Now Embiid. Book it!
And no doubt the ball is going to go to Embiid there. Needing a bucket, and he gets it. And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
76ers trail by 4. Maxey surveys, deflects the pass. Here's Knipple, George defending.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Embiid using the glass to lay it in.
Inside, Embiid just has all the tools for success. The height, the power, and more importantly, the tenacity.
Jumper. 6-point game.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points, and they need them now.
And if I were them, I'd start thinking about where I'm going to get food after the game, because this one looks a bit out of reach. That is not the shot they needed there. You gotta work it around and get a better look.
Now Ball. Miller outside. And now we've got an intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Ball's doubled. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Joel Embiid. Third personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Hornets, Diamante. 2 shots.
Good on the first. And that makes it a 7-point lead. And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line. They set a pick. Shoots a three. Money from three.
Unselfish play by Maxey. He's learned to get his teammates involved.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for two, Miller.
He drops the first one, and that puts him up 5.
Yeah, with the size and versatility Miller brings to the table, he's a tough cover for just about anyone.
So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Taking full advantage of his opportunities at the line to extend their lead.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Trail by 6. Buries in!
When it comes down to crunch time, Maxey wants the ball in his hands.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Fourth team foul. At the line for Charlotte, Miller.
So the first one drops, and that puts him up 5. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 6-point ball game. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the 76ers. Let's loose for 3. The 3 is in.
That just shows you Embiid's feel for the game. Great kick out.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
At the line for Charlotte, LaMelo Ball. 2 shots.
We got this. We got this.
He hits the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Here's Embiid. Outside George. Now it's Maxey. Fires the 3. It's money from deep.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And of course it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
He's off on the free throw, unable to get the second one to drop. And so the big win by Charlotte in a tight game. What a performance they had here.